For decades, Sweden's airlift capability relied on a modest fleet of aging C-130H Hercules transport aircraft, workhorses that had faithfully served since the late 1960s. These turboprop planes formed the backbone of Sweden's humanitarian and military logistics, providing a reliable but increasingly outdated means of sustaining national and international operations. Yet, as Stockholm entered a new strategic era, marked by its historic accession to NATO and the growing importance of the Arctic and Baltic regions, the shortcomings of this legacy fleet became impossible to ignore. The Swedish armed forces needed an aircraft capable of flying farther, faster, and carrying heavier payloads in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. Surprisingly, the answer did not come from Europe or the United States, but from Brazil. In October 2025, Sweden signed a $710 million contract with Embraer for 4 C-390 Millennium transport aircraft, with an option to purchase 7 more. This move made Sweden the first Northern European country, and the first NATO member north of Germany, to adopt Brazil's cutting-edge airlifter. The decision startled many defense analysts who expected Stockholm to turn to traditional Western suppliers. Why would a Scandinavian nation renowned for engineering self-reliance and deep defense ties with Europe and the US choose a Latin American aircraft for one of its most critical roles? The answer lies in the intersection of cost efficiency, technological innovation, and a shifting strategic vision of how Sweden plans to support NATO operations in the High North. Geography has always been Sweden's destiny. From the vast forests of Lapland to the frozen islands scattered across the Baltic Sea, distance and climate have long defined its logistical challenges. Even after numerous upgrades, the C-130H simply could not offer the range, speed, or payload required for long-duration missions in extreme Arctic conditions. As NATO membership brought new responsibilities, Sweden had to ensure it could deploy forces and supplies quickly to Allied bases in Finland, Norway, and the Baltic states. The Ministry of Defense concluded that it needed an aircraft capable of carrying up to 26 tons of cargo, flying at jet speed, and operating in sub-zero temperatures, all while keeping maintenance and operational costs manageable. The Embraer C-390 Millennium fit that profile better than any rival. Unlike the turboprop-driven Hercules or the massive Airbus A400M, the C-390 is powered by 2 IAE V2500E5 jet engines, the same family that powers many commercial airliners. This design choice allows the Millennium to cruise at approximately 870 km per hour, reducing flight times dramatically compared to the older Hercules. It also lowers maintenance costs thanks to the widespread availability of spare parts and the global familiarity with the V2500 engine family. With an unrefueled range exceeding 4,500 km, the C-390 can connect Stockholm with Svalbard or transport equipment deep into Arctic territory without stopping. Its spacious cargo bay can carry modern armored vehicles such as the CV-90 infantry fighting vehicle or the Archer artillery system, both essential components of Sweden's evolving doctrine of mobile warfare. The Swedish variant of the Millennium will receive a tailored Arctic modification package designed to enhance durability and performance under extreme weather conditions. This includes reinforced airframes, advanced de-icing systems, and optimized landing gear for icy or semi-prepared runways. Furthermore, the aircraft will feature NATO Standard Link 16 data links and full integration into the Nordic Digital Command Network, enabling seamless coordination with Allied aircraft from Norway, Denmark, and Finland. In addition to these upgrades, Sweden's C-390s will include an in-flight refueling system compatible with Gripen E fighters and F-35As, giving the Swedish Air Force a tanker capability it has never possessed before. This alone represents a major leap in strategic flexibility and autonomy. When compared to its competitors, the C-390 Millennium offers a balanced combination of capability and affordability. The C-130J Super Hercules, though battle-proven, carries less and flies slower. The Airbus A400M, while offering greater payload capacity, suffers from high operational costs, almost double those of the C-390 C-390, and a maintenance burden that smaller air forces struggle to sustain. Analysts estimate the C-390's flight hour cost at around $11,000, compared with roughly $21,000 for the A400M. Despite its lower price, the Millennium delivers 30% more payload than the C-130J and significantly faster turnaround times, giving it a clear operational edge for nations seeking efficiency without compromise. Yet, the true value of the C-390 deal extends beyond its technical specifications. It represents a new model of defense cooperation between the global North and South. Sweden's aerospace giant Saab will join Embraer supply chain, contributing avionics components and sharing in the aircraft's long-term support and modernization. A joint training and simulation center in Linköping, scheduled to open in 2027, will serve both Swedish personnel and other potential Nordic operators. This partnership gives Sweden industrial leverage over a platform poised to gain traction among NATO allies, while offering Brazil access to Europe's high-end defense market. In essence, it is a mutually beneficial alliance, one that reinforces Sweden's technological expertise while diversifying Embraer's global footprint. Strategically, this acquisition redefines Sweden's role on NATO's northern flank. The Millennium enables Stockholm to act as a logistical bridge between continental Europe and the Arctic. In a crisis, speed and coordination are everything. The C-390 can deliver troops, ammunition, or humanitarian aid from central Sweden to northern Finland or Estonia in under an hour, a feat beyond the reach of the aging Hercules in harsh Arctic weather. With its interoperability alongside Norwegian C-130JS, Finnish C-295S, and NATO tanker fleets, Sweden's new aircraft will ensure the seamless movement of personnel and material during joint operations. As NATO develops the so-called Northern Logistic Corridor, stretching from Scotland through Norway and Finland to the Baltic states, the Millennium will serve as a crucial link binding these territories together. Fuel efficiency and sustainability also play a significant role in the C-390's appeal. Despite its twin-jet configuration, the aircraft achieves impressive fuel economy at high altitudes, reducing total flight time and overall mission costs. Its mixed civil-military maintenance model allows Sweden to rely on its established commercial aviation infrastructure, thereby lowering lifecycle expenses and ensuring greater readiness. For a country known for fiscal discipline and technological pragmatism, the Millennium's blend of reliability, affordability, and advanced performance perfectly aligns with long-term defense planning. There is also a symbolic layer to this decision. By selecting a non-European aircraft, Sweden has quietly challenged the unwritten hierarchy of NATO procurement, which traditionally favors American or European systems. It signals Stockholm's willingness to look beyond established defense blocs and prioritize operational outcomes over political expectations. For Embraer, Sweden's endorsement provides powerful validation. The C-390 is now operated by Brazil, Portugal, Hungary, the Netherlands, Austria, the Czech Republic, and Sweden, a growing community of users that reshapes perceptions of where cutting-edge military aviation can originate. The aircraft's growing reputation as a dependable, cost-effective, and modern transport platform could soon make it a standard fixture in Allied air forces across both hemispheres. This decision also reflects the accelerating militarization of the Arctic. As melting ice opens new maritime routes and Russia expands its presence along the Northern Sea Route and the Kola Peninsula, airlift capability becomes increasingly critical. For NATO, rapid and flexible air transport isn't just a matter of deterrence, it is essential for search and rescue missions, disaster response, and maintaining sovereignty over Arctic territories. The C-390's combination of speed, range, and cold weather resilience gives NATO commanders a level of mobility previously unavailable in the region. For Sweden, this capability represents both a practical upgrade and a statement of intent, to be a reliable and forward-leaning contributor to the collective defense of the North. Ultimately, the Embraer C-390 Millennium embodies Sweden's transformation from a neutral, self-reliant nation to a fully integrated member of a global defense alliance. Its procurement marks more than the replacement of an old aircraft fleet, it symbolizes a strategic and psychological shift. Each takeoff of the C-390 will stand as a visible expression of Sweden's new military identity, connected, outward-looking, and ready for the challenges of the Arctic century. From the icy runways of Luleå to the frigid skies above Svalbard, Sweden's C-390 Millennium will not merely carry cargo, it will carry the future of NATO's northern defenses, and, perhaps, a new vision of global defense cooperation in an era where performance and partnership matter more than politics.